Hello friends, today we will discuss the another problem of day 7. The name of the problem is unique digits count. Here given that write a function to find the count of unique digits in a given number n. Here we have to write a function that will find the total number of unique digits present in a given number n. The number will be passed to the function as an input parameter of type int. Here input parameter should be of an integer type. Here assumption is given that the input number will be positive integer number which is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 25,000. An example is given that if the given number is 292, the function should return 2, because here we can see that there are two unique digits, that is 2 and 9 in this number. And the another example is given that if the given number is 1015, the function should return 3, because we can see that there are three unique digits, that is 1, 0 and 5. We will solve this problem in Dev C++ application. Before solving this, I request you to subscribe our channel for more these types of questions and solutions. Let's start. Now press Ctrl N for new tab. At first we will write the program. After that I will explain to you how it works. Now at first we will include the header file, which is #include stdio.h. After that we will declare the function. Let's name it as unique digits count. Now we will pass the formal argument as an input. Let's say input 1. After that we will initialize some variables. Let's say sum equal to 0 and rem, that is remainder, equal to 0 and count equal to 0. After that, according to the question, here in question given that input should be greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 25,000. So input 1 should be greater than or equal to 1 and input 1 should be less than or equal to 25,000. After that we will declare and initialize one array which contains 10 element. All of the element is 0. Now while input 1 is not equal to 0, we will continue the loop. Then remainder equal to input 1 modulus 10, and if ARR of remainder equal to 0, we will do the ARR of remainder to 1. After that sum equal to sum into 10 plus remainder. Now count plus plus. After that input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. Now return count. Now we will write the main function int main, and we will take one input variable, that is number. Now we will take the input from user. Now enter the number and we will read it from keyboard, %d ampersand number, and now we will call the function %d. Here our function name is unique digits count. So here we will write unique digits count, and we will pass the number variable. At last gets yes for all the screen. Now by pressing Ctrl S, we will save the program. Let's name as unique digit counts. Unique digits count.c. Now we will select the all files. Let's save. Now we will execute the program. Execute, compile and run. Let's give the input as 292. Here our program should return 2 because there are 2 unique digits in 292, that is 2 and 9. Press enter. Here we can see that our program returns 2. Now let's check for another input. Let's say 1015. Here we can see that there are 3 unique digits, that is 10 and 5. So our program should return 3. Here we can see that it returns 3. So our program is right. Now we will see how it works. At first we have taken one formal argument as an input, that is input 1. Now we will take one input, let's say 292. We will check how many unique digits are present in 292. After that we have initialized some variables, that is sum equal to 0, sum equal to 0 and remainder equal to 0 and count equal to 0. Now according to question, here given that input 1 should be greater than or equal to 1 and input 1 should be less than or equal to 25,000. After that we have initialize and declare one array of 10 elements. All of them are 0. So here one array which consists of all the 0 element. Let's say index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, means 0 to 9. All consist of value 0. Now while input 1 is not equal to 0, here we can see that 292 which is not equal to 0. So remainder equal to input 1 modulus 10. So 292 modulus 10 equal to 2. Here remainder becomes 2. After that, if ARR of remainder equal to 0, means ARR of 2, here remainder equal to 2, so ARR of 2 equal to 0. We can see that ARR of 2 equal to 0. So ARR of remainder equal to 1. So remainder becomes, means value in the ARR of remainder becomes 1. So here 0 is updated to 1. After that sum equal to sum into 10 plus remainder. Here initially sum equal to 0. So sum into 10 means 0 into 10 plus remainder equal to 2. So here sum is updated to, sum will be updated to 2. Now count plus plus. So count becomes 1. Now again input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. So input 1 becomes 29 because 292 divided by 10 is 29. After that again input 1 is not equal to 0. Here we can see that 29 is not equal to 0. So remainder equal to input 1 modulus 10. So here remainder becomes 29 modulus 10. So here 9. Now ARR of remainder equal to 0. Here we can see that ARR of 9 equal to 0. So condition is true. So ARR of remainder equal to 1. Here 9 means value of the index 9, it becomes 1. So here 1. Now again sum equal to sum into 10 plus remainder. Here sum equal to 2 into 10, 20 plus 9. Here sum becomes 29. Now again count plus plus. Here count becomes 2. Now input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. Here 29 divided by 10. Input 1 becomes 2. Now again we will check the condition. Input 1 is not equal to 0. Here 2 is not equal to 0. Condition is true. So again remainder equal to input 1 modulus 10. Here remainder equal to input 1 is 2 modulus 10. So remainder becomes again 2. Now again we will check if ARR of remainder equal to 0. Here ARR of remainder means ARR of 2. Here we can see that ARR of 2 equal to 0. But here condition is ARR of remainder equal to 0. But here 1. So condition is false. So we will comes out of the loop, and again input 1 equal to input 1 divided by 10. Here 2 divided by 10 means 2 divided by 10. It becomes 0. So here input 1 becomes 0. Now again we will check the condition. While input 1 is not equal to 0, but here input 1 is 0. So condition is false. We will comes out of the loop. So after that we will return the count value. Here our count value is 2. So we know that in 292 the unique digits, total number of unique digits is 2. So our program returns 2. So it will be the answer. Please do like and share this video and subscribe our channel for more these types of questions and solutions. Thank you for watching.